Trev Alberts is expected to leave Nebraska to be the athletic director at Texas A&M. Initial reaction, I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. That's the only word that comes to my head. The first thing that I think of is when Trev Alberts was hired here at Nebraska. Okay, we were coming off of Bill Moose, who did a horrendous job. Trev Alberts, a guy that everybody knows and loves, was a football player here at Nebraska in the 90s, first-round pick, all-American type guy. And he was the athletic director in Omaha. And he said, I would have never left Omaha. The only place I would ever leave them for is the University of Nebraska. And I'm never going to leave Nebraska. He said that word for word, and everybody believed him, including me. And ever since he was hired, I will give him credit. He has improved everything when it comes to Nebraska's athletics. Football is on the up with Matt Rule as a phenomenal hire. He kept Fred Hoiberg in the basketball program, is going to go to the tournament for the first time in over a decade. The girls team is only getting better, and they have a bunch of good recruits coming in with Amy Williams at the head coaching spot. Every single program's on the up. And we felt really good because Trev Alberts, still a young guy. He's going to be an athletic director for the next 2 decades. We figured he was going to be here for the long haul. And we can't say that anymore. He's a traitor because it was announced today that he's expected to take the job to be the Aggies, Texas A&M's next athletic director. I can't believe it. And let's not kid ourselves. This is a money situation, right? Nebraska's in the Big Ten going forward. That might just be the strongest conference in all of college sports, right? So it's not about that. It's not about prestige. It's not about history. Nebraska has all that. It's not about comfort, okay? Trev Alberts is a guy who is from the area. His family's grown up in Nebraska. He's, again, worked at Omaha, worked at Lincoln for the last decade plus. It's not about comfort or anything. It's about money. Trev Alberts got handed, $3, $4, $5 more million that he's getting paid here in Nebraska, and he couldn't turn it down. And for that, he's a traitor. Again, I respect Trev Alberts. I think he's a great guy, but this is something I never expected. This is something nobody expected at Nebraska. I'm still shocked. I found out 5 minutes ago. I rushed to go make this video. I can't believe it. And this is the way college sports is going, right? You get paid a certain amount of money. Again, you will give up any job to go somewhere else if you're getting paid. Again, I'd imagine he's getting paid something ridiculous, something $8 million, $9+ million a year at Texas A&M. Would not be surprised. And he deserves it. He's a great athletic director. But the fact that this happened overnight, basically, the fact that we went to bed last night, not even concerned about this. We woke up this morning, checked our phone, and there it is. He's gone. That's low class. The fact that he probably didn't even call Nebraska and say, hey, can you match this offer? That's low class by him. That's shady. And that's something you wouldn't expect from an All-American, a guy who's been around the state of Nebraska for a very long time. Now, if he did call Nebraska and he said, hey, Texas A&M has an offer on the table. They're paying me X amount of dollars. Can you do this? And Nebraska said no. That is a terrible move. An absolutely debacle by the University of Nebraska for not paying him what he deserves because Trev Alberts is a great athletic director. But my initial reaction is that he didn't do that. My initial reaction is that he got called, whether that was last night, the night before, said, hey, Texas A&M needs an athletic director. You're the guy. Here's the amount of money. He said, bet. Let me call Nebraska and say I quit. That's what I think happened. And that just shows low class. Very low class from a guy that we expected had all the class in the world. And I get it. It's hard to say no to the money. But you'd expect a little bit of courtesy given the fact that he's from Nebraska. He's been our guy. And we've stood up for this guy time and time again. He's brought us from the depths up to the top. Or not even, I can't even say to the top. We're kind of in that middle stage right now. So I'm shocked. I can't believe it. This is something that, again, just came out of nowhere. Texas A&M, congrats on your new athletic director. As for Nebraska going forward, we don't have an athletic director. It's the middle of the year. We're about to go to the NCAA tournament. We don't have one. And this brings me to a bigger issue of stability. This is something I talk about all the time about Nebraska. I just want stability in our programs, guys. I want the same head coach for football, same head coach for basketball, same athletic director year after year. Because that's what the best programs have. They don't change coaches every single year and continue to win. Look at that around college sports. It doesn't happen. Okay, you have to have the same coach over and over again, same athletic director. Okay, and the fact that Trev Alberts is now gone shows you a bigger pattern about the state of Nebraska. It's not only, athletic director, our president, Ted Carter, went over to Ohio State last year, right? We've lost guys time and time again to other programs. We've lost coaches to other programs. And it tells you the current state of the University of Nebraska. We are not the top dog that we think we are. If other programs are snatching our guys, we're not the upper echelon program anymore. We aren't a blue blood. We aren't this, we aren't that. That's just the reality of the situation. I'm as mad as anybody else, folks. And I can't believe what I saw today, but it really shows you that Nebraska does not rival Ohio State, does not rival the SEC when it comes to money, when it comes to prestige. And that's simply what happened here. Trev Alberts got money. Couldn't deny it. Here we are, folks. back where we started with no athletic director. We've made a lot of bad hires in the past at the athletic director spot. We thought Trev Alberts was the first good one in a long time, and he really was. Now we don't have him, and we hope that some of our new leadership, by the way, we have a new chancellor and a new president at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Hopefully they can make a good hire. Spoiler, if we look at the last 20 years, last 30 years, we're not going to make a good hire. That's just the way it is in Nebraska. So sorry if I'm pessimistic. I'm mad, just like you are, just like anybody is watching this video who's a Nebraska fan. This sucks. And this is something we didn't think would happen. So to Trev Alberts, I wish you the best. You're a traitor. It is what it is. It is what it is. I appreciate you getting your money, right? It's hard to say no to the bag. It's hard to say no to it. But at the end of the day, the University of Nebraska trusts you. Our fans trust you. You were our athletic director last night when we were going to bed. Tonight when we go to bed, you are Texas A&M, so good luck over there. But I can't believe this, folks. So as always, folks, let me know what you think down below about what's going on. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more stuff like this. But go Big Red. Go Matt Rule, right? None of the naysayers could say anything now. Matt Rule, again, he's all alone. Go Matt Rule. See you in the next one, folks.